Family and friends, I want to take the time out and say thanks for taking out your time and making this day special and celebrating my sister's birthday. My dear sis, I want you to know you're appreciated for being you. In being you is what helped kept our family together. I remember a woman who did not have one child of her own, but took on the responsibility in being a mother. And to children, you had no idea you would be the one in keeping our family together when our sister went home with the Lord at a very young age. In keeping the children from being raised in foster care, you did what was told of you in order to get the children out of foster care. You got a job, brought your first home in order to get all 7 of our sister children out of foster homes. That right there deserves honor and appreciation of itself. You took on something you had no idea the cost it will cost you, but you did it, and I am very thankful for your heart for our dear sister and all of her children that was in need of someone to step in and do what you did in getting the children and giving them your best and a home. You gave them a home. You kept food on the table, making sure they didn't miss any meals. They all ate very good. You feed them babies like hungry hippo men. They ate like grown men. I know, I was around and seen how they ate. We all have falling short, missing the mark, making many mistakes that we wish we could do it all over, but we can't. We move forward. Keep it pushing. Don't worry about did you do a good job at it. Know this, we that have our own children out here trying to figure out this motherhood responsibility. We all made many mistakes in trying, learning, and then on top of it having no man, or say good man in the home and being the help that it was needed in raising children, and then on top of that you did your best to raise 7 children you didn't even give birth to. I take off my hat to you. I know how hard it was all because I have 5 of my very own, and I know the pain that came with being a mother that didn't walk away from our responsibility. We carried it. We took all that came our way and wanting to take us out, but we still here. It is easy to walk away than to stand the test of life, as many walked out, but we stood the test in raising our children the best that we had to work with. God be the glory for that. They just don't know the cross we had to bear and not giving up on our family. Whoever told any one of us it was going to be an easy road? Not one. It was through trials and errors that we all learned and still learning this role, motherhood. It's not an easy task, and many looks at us as we got it all together, but not knowing inside we falling apart, and if it wasn't for the grace of God, we too would have lost our minds, and this is why we have much to celebrate. God has been good to us in keeping us to overcome more than we knew at that time. We know we wouldn't overcame if it wasn't for God on our side. So my dear sis, it's no time in us being sick in our bodies. It's time for us to be rewarded from God in keeping us this far to live a life that brings us more joy than we can dream of having. God will reward us. It's our time to enjoy life just a little bit before we kick the bucket out of here. Girl, I want to live life, and I want you with me experiencing the goodness of God's blessed life. We have not even began to experience the good life He promised within His Word, or that of what He's spoken over my life alone. So my love, get up and live, and know your best days are in front of you, not behind you. Happy blessed birthday, my dear sis. Love you dearly.